Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome or welcome back to Billy Goat's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Goat, and we got a message for you. Now, please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This could be past, present, or future information for you. Welcome to your Capricorn / Chosen One channel. Okay, where all the readings here are timeless. All right, Holy Spirit, what's the message? What does the Capricorn and Chosen One collective need to see, know, and hear? All right, so we have someone that's projecting their unhealed wounds onto you, or you are projecting your unhealed wounds onto someone here, okay? Look at that, love in reverse. Okay, so they don't really have God in their life. They could have grown up with conditioned love. So they could have had parents that put them in competition with their siblings. They could have had parents that, you know, when they needed help the most, they didn't get help. Okay, and so this could have turned them really cold, cruel. All right, and not just things that may have happened as a child, things that may have happened throughout their life, growing up, in adulthood. And don't get me wrong, this doesn't make it right, right? It's unfortunate that that may have happened to someone, right? But at the same time, it's like, okay, we got to go heal so that we are not bleeding on other people, right? You and or someone that you're dealing with is projecting personal hurt, pain, and negative patterns. Accountability is needed. So this is also someone who's not taking accountability for their actions, and that's if they even see them what they're doing is being wrong. Okay, yeah, be mindful of taking on someone else's problems that are not yours. All right, this is somebody, new beginning in reverse. They didn't want you to have a new start here. Okay, and this could be anybody in your life, a friend, or a fake friend in this case, a family member, someone from your job. This could be you. Flip the energies as you see fit. If you want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box. Also, feel free to check out our Zodiac / Collective YouTube channel. Don't want spiritual guidance. Those readings are timeless over there. The link is in the description box, okay? Controlling, yeah, it's like somebody's they're trying to control your free will, right? You're having movement forward. Let's say you left a toxic friendship, or you left a toxic relationship, or toxic family member, right? This is someone trying to pay a dark practitioner in some cases here to try to stop and block your road so that you don't have movement forward. Or this is someone, they steal your money so you don't have anything to move forward with, right? Or they, a combination of things, right? These are just examples here. Or this could be some things that you could have done to some people. Flip the energies as you see fit. Put yourself inside of the story as you see fit. It's very cruel. So, negative thinking here. So just be mindful of that. They could have wrongfully judged you. And they're pessimistic about their own life. So it's like, well, since my life is not doing as well, since my life seems to be shitty, I don't want you to move on. Somebody had this, whether you or them, with this messed up mindset. Okay, so it's like, you may have to work on some forgiveness when it comes to, forgiving yourself. Like if you feel like you have any regrets or resentment, like, you know, this energy is not taking accountability for their actions. It's not your fault that they decided to do whatever it is that they've done, depending upon, what that thing is for each of you. Okay. But what does matter is how you do decide to move forward, right? By not letting this energy ever back in your life if you don't have to, right? Depending upon who they are. In some instances here, they could want your forgiveness, in which, again, forgiveness is for you, not necessarily for the other person. And no, forgiveness does not mean that you condone what happened in any way, shape, or form. It's so that you can start, healing, right? You know, they could want some sort of grace here, but you know, for all the trauma that they've caused you. And again, it's okay for you to forgive, but never forget, right? Because all the lessons that you've learned to apply as wisdom. Yeah, so this energy was inconsistent, okay? Unreliable, undependable, flighty, non-committal, okay? Or you, flip energies as you see fit. They didn't heal a lick. They didn't do a lick of shadow work, okay? They could have said that they did. And listen, this is coming from somebody who is a licensed professional counselor. No, this is not counseling. I'm also a certified spiritual life coach, okay? No, this isn't coaching in a sense, okay? But there's been people who have been to counseling and they still don't put in the work. And yes, you know, you can't put a time limit on healing, but there's a difference from someone who takes what they're learning in session and they start applying it to their life outside of session so that they can drop the habits that aren't serving them and replace it with habits that do serve them, right? Habits are easy to form and hard to break, so you got to be consistent, right? You may fall off a time or two, and that's okay. Just get back on your square. But at the same time, you know, this is an energy where they didn't care as long as they was getting whatever they wanted. So this energy was selfish, power and control hungry. Okay, look at this in karma. So karmic debt, you reap what you sow, pay back past lives. So for some of you guys, you could have had a past life with this energy. Okay. For some of you, and look, what goes around comes around. You reap what you sow, positive and negative. So, you know, if you're on a better side of this storyline here, then you know, it's kind of like the book of Job, and I mentioned this in another reading. It's like you're getting everything back that the enemy has stole from you, right? And this energy will be getting God's wrath, right? Learning spiritual lessons that you are supposed to learn in this lifetime for your growth and purpose, paying back any karmic debt from your current and or previous lifetimes, okay? So you're balancing out karma and so on and so forth here, right? But this energy, they have to pay you back with whatever they did, okay? Because whatever they did, it was terrible here. It was very terrible. Okay, this wasn't just your average conflict, because God knows we're going to have conflict with people. This is why we have conflict resolution skills and problem solving skills, right? So this situation taught you, you know, how to make healthier choices for yourself, right? And you know, you've been going through a transformation, making different shifts here, taking action, okay? Altering anything that you know, doesn't serve your well-being, okay? There could be a positive change when it comes to your finances here, okay? Wealth, gratitude, abundance, survival. Okay, so some of you guys, you could have felt like you were in survival mode when it comes to your finances due to whoever you were dealing with here. All right. But now, you know, there could be in this, again, past, present, future information for you. You know, you could be in God's promised land right now. But for others of you, you know, you could be in a financial predicament where it's just like, come on, God. Well, there is going to be some sort of change within your finances here, okay? And I know it's like, well, when? Child, I don't know. Divine timing. It's different for everyone, okay? And I know that's irritating, especially when you keep hearing readings where it says, oh, it's going to change. And you're like, okay, well, God, come on. Right? So you guys went through a spiritual awakening where you're seeing someone or people for who they are. Right? You know, the mask is off. Okay, the mask is off, and you have been working on your healing while somebody has been making very piss poor decisions on purpose, right? Being very reckless, okay? Yes, with their actions, which is why they have so much karmic debt to pay back. When it not just comes to you, but how they have mistreated willingly other people. Okay, yeah, so Yeah, you're gonna be getting with someone that doesn't make you feel, so this is insecure, okay? Doesn't make you question where you stand with them when it comes to platonic connections and romantic connections here, right? This is about your happiness, okay? So heart's desires, dreams, fulfillment, goals. Happiness and fulfillment is essential. Happiness is on the horizon. What does happiness and fulfillment look like for you, right? So, and listen, I can't stand it when other certain healers when they make it seem like, make sure you have gratitude, make sure you and it's just like, okay, wait a minute now, because people can still have gratitude and still be in a shitty situation, and they still need some sort of healing, right? So empathy, you know, empathy for people who haven't reached their promised land yet, but they're still doing all the things, that they are supposed to be doing, right? The praying, the fasting. Okay. So spell work is in reverse. This is someone they were trying to use, black magic, right? Sending negative thoughts, sending evil eye and bad intentions towards you here, or this is what you were trying to do to someone else. Flip the energies as you see fit here. But basically God saw everything, okay? And your happiness is on the horizon if you're not in the season of happiness already. Now, of course, try to do as much as you can that can make you happy. And I know if you feel like you've been in this season for a while, it's like, well, I've done all the free things, or I've done all the things that I feel like I could do. Now I just want what I want. And I understand that. And that's another thing that for some other healers, it's like, come on, you got to understand that there are people that have been going through hell. Like, the last thing you need to tell them is gratitude, especially when they've been having that, or, oh, you need, so just know, I understand, okay? You know, don't give up on God. You also have a right to be angry, because nobody just willingly wants to be in this situation, right? Nobody just wants to be waiting over a decade for something and just in pure pain and suffering, right? With also, right, with the gratitude, paying attention to what you do have more than what you don't have. But there also comes a point when you just want more for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. But whoever tried to play God in your life, they're going to reap everything that they have sown. And you will watch their karma. Final message. Thank you. So we have chop wood in reverse, and we have breathe here. The number 42 or the number 6 could be significant, or the number 29 or the number 11 could be significant to you. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. You have worked long and hard. Your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. You are the slow one, moving languidly, yet still progressing right now, in a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature, the essence of your dream, and the will of God. Slow and steady wins this race. You will indeed win if you relax. Stay the course. Trust your intuition and breathe. So it goes back to, this card over here, trust, right? Have faith, God, believe, follow your intuition, right? Um, you know, and yes, the spirit of the tortoise could be on your path, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Remember what happened with the tortoise and the hare? But at the same time, it's one thing for things to be taking its time. It's also another thing for you to be going through pain and suffering while things are taking its time, right? It's like a whole nother experience. So I say that to say I understand for those that's like, but I've been going through it for a long time. I feel you. And you just want that breakthrough because you're tired. Lastly here, are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you've begun to take incremental steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, take one step towards the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you. And in this case, God, the Father, creator of heaven and earth. Okay, I mean, yes, there's demigods, but we want to acknowledge God first. And that was somebody's problem here. They thought they were God, whether they said that directly out their mouth or not. Somebody was trying to play like the active hand of God in your life, and they're gonna pay for that. Or you are, depending upon what side of the story you're on. Okay, yeah, it's like this energy was all talk, no action, right? That's why they were trying to so hard to destroy you or take your work or copy you and whatever the case may be. And everything is catching up with them now, or you, whatever side of the story you're on. And this is you being able to rest, and breathe, and bask in the fruits of your labor. And that's if you aren't already, because everybody's in different seasons while watching this. But karma is served to both sides of the story here, good karma and bad. Okay, so thank you all for your love and support here. It's truly, truly appreciated. And always remember that you make your own decisions.